Hi, good morning. This is Miss Mahavish Anas, and I'm an experienced Cambridge IGCSE AS economics teacher. Today, my plan is to teach you a topic from IGCSE specification, and that is unemployment. So let me share my screen. So my plan is to teach you something related to unemployment. But before that, I want to ask you, can you write down three things that make it really easy for someone to find a job, like qualification or the skills or the experience? I'm not going to tell you all of it. And then write three things that make it really difficult to find a job. So, few minutes. Okay, so if you have a list of things which make it really simple or difficult for a person to get a job, you are actually discussing the things related to employment and unemployment. And that's what the topic for today. So my plan is to make you able to define unemployment and some key related terms like unemployment rate, labor force, working population. We will be able to calculate and comment on unemployment rate, and you will be able to analyze and evaluate the situations which cause unemployment. So let's start. And you should be able to explain these key terms by the end of this lesson. This will be one task for you. Okay, so what is unemployment? Any idea? Okay, I'll show you. The state of being unemployed. And who are unemployed? People who are able, available, willing to work, but they can't find a job, right? Okay, so do you think these pictures they work or they don't? But why? Like old age or handicap or a housewife or the children which are like below the age of 15. So actually, they are not a part of labor force. Okay. So who is exactly in labor force? People above the age of 16 years, if they are not involved in, continuous studies, they are able and willing to work. They are not institutionalized like they are in hospital or jail. They're not in military, in school full time, or retired, like above the age of 60, right? So do you think that a mom that stay at home, are they unemployed or they are employed or they will be counted in labor force or not? Okay, the next thing that you should be able to do is to calculate the unemployment rate. You should know that if we divide the total number of unemployed by the labor force, like the working population, and when we multiply it by 100, we can get a number which tells us the unemployment rate for that country. So the five well-known countries with highest unemployment rate are South Africa, Greece, Spain, Iraq, and Egypt. There are so many other names, but I just took some well-known. See, these clips are actually, telling you some clips related to unemployment situations. Firms reduce output as consumer spending falls. So what will happen next? 700 jobs lost in switch to new technology. What does that mean? Laws call for the help for manufacturing industries. Minimum wage is no route to maximum employment. All these news are related to some reason for the loss of job. There can be some causes for unemployment. So let's move forward to what are the causes. The causes can be frictional. Another name for this is search unemployment, structural, regional unemployment, or it can be technological, cyclical, which is actually known as demand deficient, and seasonal. You can explore more about this like through internet or in our next lesson. We can talk in detail about this. What does that mean and why this happened, and that business cycle or the boom and recession cycles, how they are related to these types of unemployment. So if I ask you some of the questions related to these types, you should be able to give names. So if it is caused by a long-term change in demand and supply, then is it, I mean, you have 4 names, so you have to think which one, okay? So I'll be doing this assessment once. I'll teach you in detail each type. These are the answers. I don't want to show you now. Okay, then next you should be able to choose one of the activity, and whatever you'll choose, you can record it in your notebook and you can share it with me later. And I'll give you feedback on how better you can go about it or what next to be done. This is a pyramid which tells a teacher, me, that which question is still there in your mind, is not yet answered. So you can fill this by the end of this lesson, and you can tell me 3 things that you have mastered, 2 things that you're still not sure, and 1 thing which you really want me to answer. Okay, for your homework, you should research and write some suggestions for the government of your country to decrease unemployment. Some of the suggestions can be like decrease in the interest rate or create more jobs in place, school and all, decrease the direct taxes such as income tax, or do more of government spending on education, training. So we'll talk more about the consequences of unemployment and then more about the different types in our next lesson. Hope you will be with me in my next lesson. So I love to have you with me in my next lesson, and we'll talk more about the causes and consequences of unemployment. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye. So if you like my session and you want to join my class, please contact us on these details. Thank you.